The world doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if you were dealt a bad hand in life. And it certainly doesn't care if you're sitting in your room feeling sorry for yourself, hoping success will one day knock on your door. You see, the harsh truth that most people refuse to accept is this: life is not fair. It never was, and it never will be. But that's not a reason to give up. In fact, it's the greatest gift you've been given. Because when you stop waiting for the world to be fair, and you start playing the hand you've been dealt with absolute focus and fire, you become unstoppable. You are not here to be average. You are not here to float through life, scrolling aimlessly, chasing distractions. You are here to rise. You are here to conquer your weaknesses, destroy your excuses, and transform into the version of yourself you were always meant to be. It starts today. It starts now. You want discipline? Then stop negotiating with your emotions. You want results? Then stop waiting for motivation to arrive. You don't need motivation. You need movement. You need war. Internal war. The kind that turns soft men into warriors. Every time you make a decision that honors your higher self, you win a battle. And enough battles won will forge an unshakable character. Comfort is your enemy. Let me tell you something most won't. Comfort is killing your potential. Comfort whispers, just 10 more minutes in bed. Comfort says, you've worked hard, take the day off. Comfort convinces you, you're doing better than most. But comfort is a liar, a seducer, a trap. It doesn't care about your dreams. It wants you sedated, obedient, average. Look around. Most people are addicted to comfort, addicted to ease, addicted to escaping the grind of life, but not you. You weren't born to coast. You weren't built to settle. You were forged for the fire, for the storm, for the struggle. If you want to become someone people admire, someone people respect, not just for what you say, but for who you are, you must destroy your addiction to comfort. Discipline is the antidote. Discipline is the fire that burns away weakness. Discipline is what will separate you from the rest. The moment you wake up and do what you don't want to do, you win. The moment you show up, even when no one's watching, you grow. That is the beginning of self-respect. You want confidence? You want power? It's not in the gym selfies or the motivational quotes. It's in the daily, brutal consistency of doing the work. You are at war, and the enemy isn't outside you, it's within. The voice that says, you can't. The voice that says, not today. The voice that says, you'll start tomorrow. Kill that voice. You weren't born to be a slave to your impulses. You weren't designed to live on autopilot. You were designed to dominate. That doesn't mean you won't fall. That doesn't mean you won't make mistakes. But warriors don't stay down. Warriors rise. Discipline means doing what you said you'd do, long after the mood you set it in has passed. Your feelings are irrelevant. They lie to you. They want to keep you safe. But there is no safety in stagnation. There is no peace in weakness. Your mind is a battlefield, and you're either winning or losing every day. Discipline isn't a punishment. It's freedom. Freedom from laziness. Freedom from regret. Freedom from living a life of quiet desperation. And you know what's at stake? Everything. Your future, your legacy, your self-worth. So you must rise. You must push. You must fight every day, without exception. People think discipline is hard, waking up early, saying no to comfort, sticking to the plan. But you know what's harder? Regret. Waking up 10 years from now realizing you wasted your prime. Looking in the mirror and seeing a shadow of what you could have been. Living a life filled with what ifs and if only. That's real pain. Discipline may demand sweat, struggle, and sacrifice, but regret steals your soul. One excuse at a time, one wasted day at a time. If you're not willing to sacrifice for your dreams, then your dreams become the sacrifice. You've got to choose your hard. Waking up at 5 a.m. is hard, but waking up broke, unhappy, and unfulfilled is harder. Saying no to junk food is hard, but living in a body you hate, that's harder. Grinding when you're tired is hard, but knowing you gave up on yourself, that's unbearable. The truth is simple. Every day you are choosing pain, either the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. There is no escaping it. So pick the pain that leads somewhere. Pick the pain that builds you. Pick the pain that elevates your life. You think greatness is about massive moments, big speeches, overnight success? Greatness is built in the dark. Greatness is born in repetition, day in, day out. Same grind, same discipline. No applause, no spotlight. It's not about doing a lot once. It's about doing a little, relentlessly. While the world seeks dopamine, you seek growth. While others chase excitement, you chase execution. One small win stacked on another becomes unstoppable momentum. That's how legacies are built. Not in a flash, but in the fire of consistency. People will call you boring, obsessive, unbalanced. Good. Because the disciplined life is not for everyone, but it is for those who want to rise above mediocrity. Consistency beats talent. Consistency beats motivation. Consistency even beats perfection, because it shows up when nothing else will. You want to change your life? Get consistent. Show up when you don't feel like it. Train when you're tired. Work when it's boring. Keep going when it's hard, because that's when you separate yourself. That's when the rest quit and you rise. Don't just get inspired, get transformed. Don't just say you want to be disciplined. Become a disciplined person. Discipline is not something you do. It's something you are. It's your identity. Because here's the truth. You will always act in alignment with who you believe you are. So if you keep saying, "I'm lazy," you'll keep acting lazy. If you keep saying, "I'm inconsistent," guess what? You'll be inconsistent. But the moment you say, "I am a disciplined warrior," and you start proving it with your actions, everything changes. Your mind rewires, your habits shift, your standards rise. You don't need another motivational video. You need to rewrite your identity. Every day, ask yourself, what would the most disciplined version of me do today? Then do it. Live it. Own it. Make your discipline non-negotiable, not based on mood, but based on mission. Discipline is not about intensity. It's about identity. You are a warrior, not sometimes, always. Your mission is under attack every single day. Not by an enemy with guns or swords, but by distractions. The endless scroll, the constant notifications, the meaningless conversations, the fake dopamine hits. These things are not neutral. They're weapons of mass destruction, destroying your time, your focus, your purpose. Every second you give to distraction is a second stolen from your dreams. You must become ruthless with your attention. Because where your attention goes, your life follows. You can't serve two masters. You can't chase dopamine and discipline. You can't be addicted to comfort and expect greatness. So defend your mind like it's sacred ground, because it is. Delete the apps. Turn off the noise. Cut out the chaos. Build a fortress around your focus, and inside that fortress, build your legacy. You'll be shocked how powerful you become when your mind isn't being hijacked every 5 minutes. Silence the noise and hear your soul again. We've been conditioned to fear pain, to avoid it, to numb it. But pain isn't the enemy, it's the messenger. Pain tells you something needs to change. Pain reveals your weakness. Pain is the fire that forges greatness. No one becomes disciplined without pain. No one builds strength without struggle. You see, the comfort zone is a liar. It promises safety, but delivers regret. But pain tells you the truth. The pain of waking up early, that's growth. The pain of pushing through reps when your muscles scream, that's transformation. The pain of saying no to pleasure for a greater purpose, that's power. Discipline is built in the furnace of pain. But here's the beauty. Pain is temporary. Growth is permanent. So stop running from discomfort. Run toward it. Because every ounce of pain you endure now is building a version of you that's unstoppable later. Stop looking for an easy path. Look for a meaningful one. The harder the path, the greater the reward. Eliminate excuses. Execute relentlessly. Excuses are the language of the undisciplined. I'm too tired. I don't have time. I'm just not feeling it today. You know what all those statements really mean? I've chosen weakness today. You can't hold on to your excuses and your dream at the same time. One has to go. Every time you make an excuse, you let the old you win. The weaker you, the version of you that lives in the past. But when you kill the excuse and execute anyway, you evolve. You become someone new, someone dangerous, someone unbreakable. Want to know the truth? There is no perfect time. There is no perfect plan. There is only now. Discipline means executing regardless of conditions. It means showing up without applause. It means doing the work even when no one's watching. And that's when the magic happens. When you shut up the excuses, when you silence the inner coward, when you step into the fire and do the damn work anyway. That's the moment you rise. Motivation fades. Willpower is finite. But habits? Habits make discipline automatic. You don't need to think about brushing your teeth. You just do it. Why? Because it's a habit. Now imagine if your workouts, your reading, your deep work, your clean eating, were just habits. No debate, no hesitation, just part of who you are. That's the power of systems. Discipline becomes a lifestyle when you design your environment for success. Set triggers, build routines, remove friction. Make it easy to do the hard things. Keep your gym clothes ready. Keep your distractions blocked. Keep your goals in sight. You are what you repeatedly do, not what you say, not what you plan. Your results don't lie. They reflect your habits. So ask yourself, are your habits building your future or destroying it? Change your habits and you change your life. Prove yourself to yourself. Most people spend their lives trying to prove themselves to others, to their parents, their friends, social media. But the truth is, none of them matter. The only person you need to prove something to is yourself. Because deep down, you know the truth. You know when you've given your best, and when you've coasted. You know when you've pushed, and when you've quit. That's why self-respect is the real prize. Not followers, not fame, not approval. It's being able to look in the mirror and say, I kept my word. I showed up. I didn't fold. Discipline is how you earn your own respect. Every representative, every early morning, every sacrifice. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for the warrior inside of you. The version of you that refuses to die with potential still inside. The voice that says, I will rise again and again and again until I become the man I was born to be. That voice deserves to be heard. But you have to prove it. With action, with discipline, with war. Greatness is built in the shadows, not on stages, not under spotlights, but in the dark, when no one is watching, when no one is clapping, when it's just you and your demons. You want to know how disciplined someone truly is? Watch what they do when there's no external pressure, no deadlines, no rewards. Do they still wake up early? Do they still train hard? Do they still show up? Or do they sleep in, skip the work, and lie to themselves that it doesn't matter? The disciplined man understands this. The dark is where legends are made. The dark is where the war is fought. And the dark is where you learn how bad you want it. If you can stay consistent in silence, you'll be unstoppable in the spotlight. Stop waiting for validation. Stop needing permission. Your life is your responsibility, and discipline is the torch that lights the way through the darkness. Discipline isn't just physical, it's mental warfare. Most people lose before they begin. Not because they aren't capable, but because their mind is their master and not their servant. Your mind will resist change. It will tempt you with pleasure. It will whisper lies like, "You're tired. You've earned a break. You can't do this." And if you listen, you lose. But if you train your mind like you train your body, it will bend, it will break, and eventually, it will obey. Read every day. Speak power into your thoughts. Challenge your beliefs. Starve your doubts. Feed your faith. The mind is a muscle. Starve it and it shrinks. Train it and it grows. Discipline is mental armor. The more you strengthen it, the more unshakable you become. Every day you wake up, there's a negotiation happening inside your head. One side says, "Stay in bed. It's okay to skip today. You deserve rest." The other side says, "Get up. You've got work to do. Your future depends on it." Here's the rule. Never negotiate with laziness. Never reason with weakness. Never debate with doubt. Because the moment you start negotiating, you've already lost. Discipline doesn't argue. Discipline acts. Laziness wants your throne. Weakness wants your crown. But if you're going to be king of your life, you need to rule with fire. Get up when it's hard. Push when it hurts. Move when you're tired. Show up when no one expects it. That's how warriors win. Sacrifice today for tomorrow. Success is expensive. It costs time, effort, energy, and most of all, sacrifice. You can't become who you want to be and stay who you are at the same time. Something has to die for something greater to be born. Sleep has to die. Comfort has to die. Excuses have to die. Old habits have to die. You want freedom? Sacrifice. You want greatness? Sacrifice. You want legacy? Sacrifice. Every disciplined choice you make today is a gift to the man you're becoming tomorrow. Think of your future self. Would he thank you or curse you? Because while others are partying, you're planning. While others are drifting, you're building. While others are sleeping, you're rising. That's what separates the disciplined from the disappointed. You become what you endure. Discipline is not about being the toughest man in the room. It's about enduring what others won't. It's about showing up, battered, bruised, exhausted, but still showing up. Every storm you survive, every temptation you resist, every grind you push through, it shapes you. You become what you endure. The more you suffer voluntarily, the less you suffer involuntarily. Pain becomes purpose. Struggle becomes strength. Failure becomes fuel. You stop fearing hard days, because hard days make hard men. So embrace it all. The early mornings, the late nights, the sore muscles, the lonely moments, the quiet victories. Because when you stack those bricks, one by one, day after day, you're not just building discipline, you're building a life no one can take from you. Discipline isn't glamorous. It's not about instant results or overnight success. It's about showing up every single day and grinding through the discomfort, the frustration, and the doubt. The grind is where champions are made. It's where your character is forged in the fire of consistency. You won't always feel like it. You won't always want to push through the pain. But every time you do, you build a fortress inside yourself, stronger than any external challenge. The grind teaches you patience. It teaches you resilience. It teaches you that success is earned, not given. The world is full of people looking for shortcuts, but shortcuts lead to nowhere. There is no substitute for the hard work, no replacement for discipline. So embrace the grind, love the struggle, respect the process, because every step forward is a victory over the part of you that wants to quit. Discipline is a habit, and habits are formed by rituals. Rituals don't leave room for excuses. They become automatic, like brushing your teeth or breathing. When you set unbreakable rituals, you remove the question of "should I?" and replace it with "I must." Wake up at the same time every day. Make your bed. Plan your day the night before. Move your body no matter what. Feed your mind with positive fuel. Avoid distractions that steal your time and focus. These rituals become your armor. They protect you from falling back into old patterns, and the more you commit to them, the easier your discipline becomes. Remember, discipline is a muscle. The more you train it with daily rituals, the stronger it gets. Discipline without purpose is a wasted effort. You need a why so powerful it shakes you awake every morning. A why so fierce it drives you through pain and doubt. What is your why? Is it to prove the doubters wrong? Is it to provide for your family? Is it to build a legacy that outlives you? Is it to be the best version of yourself? Whatever it is, hold it close. Let it fuel your fire. Write it down, repeat it, visualize it. Make it so real it consumes you. When your why is clear, discipline becomes your servant, not your enemy. Failure is inevitable on the path to greatness. You will stumble. You will fall. You will get hurt. But failure is not the end. It's a lesson, a test of your resolve. Discipline is what gets you back up when failure knocks you down. It's what turns pain into progress. Every successful person you admire has a history of failure. The difference? They refused to quit. They saw failure as feedback. They used it to sharpen their focus and double down on their efforts. So don't fear failure. Face it with grace. Learn from it. Grow from it. Use it as fuel to push harder. Surround yourself with discipline. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to be disciplined, surround yourself with disciplined people. Find those who share your hunger for growth. Learn from them. Lean on them. Compete with them. Remove the distractions, the negative influences, and the energy vampires. Your environment either lifts you up or drags you down. Choose wisely. Build a tribe that motivates you, challenges you, and holds you accountable. Discipline thrives in community. Discipline is not a destination. It's a journey of constant growth, challenge, and evolution. It's waking up every day ready to fight for your dreams. It's turning your vision into action, day after day. The world will try to break you. Your mind will try to convince you to quit. But you are unstoppable. Because you have chosen discipline, you have chosen greatness. So stand tall, rise above the noise, and own your power. The warrior within is awake. Now, go out and conquer. Your time is now. The path to discipline is not easy. It requires sacrifice, persistence, and courage. But it's worth every struggle, because discipline unlocks your true potential. It turns dreams into reality. It makes you unshakable. Remember this, the world doesn't care about your excuses, but it will respect your results. So, are you ready? Are you ready to awaken the warrior within? Because your time is now. Rise up. Take control. Be relentless. And never, ever give up.